Hi everyone, for this week's reading I'm going to be working with the Angel Oracle cards and then I'm going to pull clarifiers on top. Okay, so let's get started with the reading. Let's see what Spirit has in store for us this week. As always, these are general readings, so take the parts that resonate with you and let the rest go. Okay, I'm going to take this one's sticking out. Ooh, okay. Okay, what messages need to come through for the collective, please? What messages need to come through for the collective? I'm hearing stepping into the new. As I'm shuffling the cards, that's what I'm seeing. You guys taking leaps of faith, you guys wanting to move forward on your journey, determined for your new beginning. Okay, wow. Okay, I'm gonna take them all then. So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so the first card that came out is the Sun card. Okay, positivity, new beginnings, and that's the energy that I was getting. Is you're focused on your new beginning. You see how this mermaid is kind of, it's like she's in a lily pad, or she's like in a, yeah, it's like a lily pad, and she's kind of taking care of herself. She's taking a bath, and you know, she's enjoying herself under the sun. So it's, you're focused on your self-care, you're focused on your self-love, you're filling your own cup, you're taking care of yourself, and you're in this positive energy. Okay, it's almost like nothing can stop me, nothing's gonna hold me back from this. Okay, I'm gonna keep shining. That's what I'm getting with this card. And number one to me also signifies new beginnings, positivity, keeping a positive mindset and expecting the best for yourself. Okay, that's the energy that's coming through from this. And right next to it we have door to value. What I'm really getting from this is you've started loving yourself, you've started valuing yourself, and because when you value yourself, you automatically attract people, situations, opportunities that value you. So for some of you, straightforward, you're like focused on your bag, or you focus on the money, and you're gonna be attracting more money into your life. Okay, more money, more blessings coming in. Now yeah, one of my candles is almost burnt out, so this also to me signifies that there could be a situation that is ending for you, or for some of you, you guys are leaving one job and then moving to another direction. And for some, you guys have like business ideas and some kind of project that you want to work on, and this to me with the sun is like, yes, it's a big yes. Okay, if you have been thinking on those lines with regards to a project or some new work, yes, you will be. If this is work related, you will be recognized for your work. I'm getting so many ideas that I'm trying to speak fast. So what I'm getting is there are a lot of opportunities coming your way. If you have business ideas, then go for it. And if you already are working somewhere, you will be recognized for all your hard work, for all your efforts, and you will be attracting more abundance in your life. Okay, now we have the garden and the gate. Okay, so there could be a situation that you're on the fence, or you're like, I want to venture out into the unknown. Okay, if you look at this picture, she's in her garden. It looks really pretty and nice, and then there's this gate, but when you see outside, there are these hills, and you know, like there's more to explore. So what I'm getting from this card is you're at the edge where you want to explore more, you want to step into the unknown, but you're questioning, will this lead to my happiness, or should I just kind of hold back because I'm content with where I am? What I'm getting from Spirit is, because see, right next to the garden and the gate, we have this door to personal healing and happiness. I mean, you see this, there's a gate here, and then this is door to happiness. Okay, with the rainbow and the dove. So I feel wherever you are being guided, in whichever direction, you know, you are being called to take steps, this is gonna heal you. Not only heal you, but you will be able to heal others and transform other people's lives. With the dove here, I feel this is like a divinely guided, you're divinely guided, you're divinely inspired. That's what I'm getting. And then we have first chakra, Archangel Michael. Now somehow with this card, I do not resonate, because for me, Archangel Michael is always connected to the throat chakra, and I always see him with the blue light, but this is like root chakra, okay? And so what I'm seeing is this first chakra, Archangel Michael, and then we have the storm warning, okay? What am I getting with this? What I'm getting with this is almost control or contain your lower impulses, or learn to control impulses that are self-destructive. Like if you have addictions, or if you have habits that you know are not good for you, it's like it's time to put an end to those situations. With the root chakra, I'm also getting thoughts around stability. Let's say you weren't able to manifest in the past, or you grew up in a home where you were, you know, you maybe you saw your parents struggle with money, or you know, there was always this concept of things like money does not grow on trees, or you know, it's hard to make money, or concepts like this. It's like, work on those core beliefs around money, work around those core beliefs around stability. So you see how the storm is actually literally destroying a foundation. So there may be things that need to come down, there may be some beliefs that need to come down, or some relationships or beliefs, or some job situations or something, in order for you to be on this path. The first row looks really good with the sun card, and the, you know, with the door to wealth, you know, this money coming in. So really what I'm getting is, you deserve this happiness, you deserve these opportunities, but if you have core beliefs that are limiting, then you will be also limiting yourself because of those beliefs. So it's almost like Archangel Michael is watching you, is protecting you. However, you need to work on things that are holding you back from your greatness, okay? That's really what I'm getting, because like it's almost like every door is open for you. See, this is door to value, door to personal happiness. I mean, it's beautiful, but there is something that needs to come down. There is something that's gonna kind of shake up maybe your own beliefs or your own limitations, or you know, for each person this is gonna be different. Now let's see what, like, I'm just gonna pull some cards as clarifiers to see what else the Spirit want to share with us. But I'm really liking this so far, and even if there are energies that are trying to create chaos in your life, it's almost like Archangel Michael is watching you, Archangel Michael is protecting you, and you don't need to worry about that. And whatever, if there is a chaotic situation, it's almost like everything is like you're protected, you're being guided, you're safe. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I want 3 cards with this, please. Okay. So the first one we have is be willing to forgive, okay? And this is Archangel Raphael. It says, ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness, okay? And like I said, in the past, maybe you had some core beliefs. It could be around money, or it could be around, you know, it could be related to your parents or whatever, or family members, or people who try to hold you back, people who try to feel small. It's like, just forgive and let that go, because that's not your stuff, that's not your burden to carry, okay? And I always say forgiveness does not mean that you allow people who hurt you back in your life to hurt you again. That's not what I mean. It's like you're simply surrendering it to God, you're surrendering it to your angels, and you are no longer willing to carry that baggage, that emotional heaviness in your energy field. You're like, okay, I'm letting it all go, and be blessed, they be blessed on their path, and you just kind of focus on your path. That's really what I'm getting. And then we have heal away addiction. So I was talking something about addictions, right? And this card came out. It says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael are coming very strongly in this reading. Again, there could be behavior patterns, there could be codependency, there could be limiting thoughts and patterns that maybe, sometimes we're born in certain, we're all born in families, and there are different behavioral patterns and limitations that are passed on from our parents, from our peers, from our teachers, right? And we just take it on and we accept that programming. Now, those programmings may have worked for you at a certain point in time in your life, but as you evolve on your journey, you will realize that certain programmings are actually so limiting. And yes, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing crown chakra, okay? Crown chakra. At the bottom of the deck. So again, the crown chakra is expanding. You are connecting to the other spiritual realms, masters, guides, and you realize all the things that have blocked you on your path, right? And it's time to let those things go, those things that have limited you, those things that have kept you small. Maybe you had addictions, growing up, and it's time to heal them, and also to forgive yourself is what I'm getting with this, okay? Especially when you look at your past and you think, okay, I've been so foolish, or I could have done this, or I could have done that. Just let go of that stuff. We all make mistakes. It's time to kind of, forgive yourself and hold that space for yourself. And right next to it, we have the God box. And the message on it is, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Okay, exactly what I told you with forgiveness, letting go and letting God step in. Sorry guys, I always get a lot of throat irritation when I'm talking a lot and making these videos. I don't know why this happens, but somehow my throat chakra gets really activated. So with these cards, the message of surrender is what's coming through very strongly. Surrendering to the divine, okay? Especially if you feel stuck in a situation that you don't know what to do, be willing to forgive yourself, be willing to forgive others. And like I said, forgiveness doesn't mean you go back to those situations. You're simply energetically letting them go. You're simply energetically wishing them well. And I always say, if you want to forgive someone, don't send them negative energy. Just try to make your energy neutral so that there is no charge to that energy, and you just wish them well. And when you wish them well, you kind of, the anger or whatever, you kind of work through it. And sometimes if you feel anger towards a person, you can also write it down. You can write a letter to that person, and you can burn that letter. You don't have to send it to them. You can burn that, because then you kind of let it out of your system, right? Okay, so I want to pull more clarifiers on top and see what messages are coming through, if there's anything else that we need to know. Okay, so we have 35, take root. Take root. This is very interesting, and what draws my attention is, it's like, the roots of a tree. What I'm getting is stay grounded. Again, going back to the root chakra, this is so interesting, okay? So for some of you, I feel like you never felt stable or loved as a child, okay? And that does affect your root chakra, because in today's reading, the root chakra is coming very strongly. You may have felt like inadequate, or you may have felt like you're not good enough, or you can't make money, or there's something around not having a solid foundation. There could have been a parental figure that made you feel less than. But this card, okay, this card is kind of saying ground your energy. You may want to work with grounding crystals like hematite, and you may even wish to kind of connect with nature or connect with the tree spirits. Okay, that's a great way to ground yourself. Right next to it we have is rest after labor. Okay, and this is giving me the Empress vibes. So what I'm getting is, I feel like you've been working on your soul, and it's been a long journey. You see like how she's holding this baby. I feel like it's been a long journey since you were a child to go through these soul lessons and to understand yourself, and also letting go and releasing of patterns that are no longer serving you. When you're a child, you kind of take on a lot of stuff, and as you grow older, you realize things that are serving you on your path and things that you're just carrying, and you realize, I'm carrying so much baggage and it's not even my stuff, and I want to clear that up. It's just like clearing your closet, and you realize that half the clothes you don't even wear anymore, and why are they hanging in my closet when I'm not even wearing them? So you're kind of, when you cleared them, you're more clear about your path. And this is what I'm getting. It's like a lot of stuff was kind of passed on to you, and you realize, I mean, that's not even you, that doesn't even make sense to you anymore, and you're creating your own roots is what I'm feeling with this. Like, you're creating your own foundation, you're creating your own stability, you're creating your own beliefs. Okay, and we have beginning right next to it. So you see how there is this halo right around her head. It's like you are being inspired by spirit, you're being inspired in a new direction. And we started with a 1. This is very interesting. We started with the sun, and it had 1, and we end with a beginning and a 1. Okay, so you may be seeing 1 1 1 1, or you may be seeing ones a lot. Right, and right, at the bottom of the deck we have prosperity. Prosperity. It's like she's holding her pregnant belly. So maybe, maybe there is a birth of a child for some. Okay, for some there could be that. There could be pregnancy or birth of a child. But I feel like this is you birthing your new life. Even this baby to me feels like, like a rebirth. And what I'm getting is, there is so much abundance, there is so much happiness, there is so much abundance that's coming your way. That's really what I'm feeling with this, is there's so much light, so much love, so much happiness, so much abundance coming to you, that it's like spirit is saying you need to let go of what people did to you in the past. You need to kind of release that. You need to not carry that burden, because if you are, like, let's say in your free time you kind of sit and you're always thinking about, this person did this to me, or that person said these mean things to me, or whatever it may be, you're still holding on to that energy. So spirit is saying, you're being guided on a completely new path. You're being guided on a door to, you're going through this portal of happiness. Excuse me, a door to personal happiness and healing. And, it's time to kind of release all that energy. Again, maybe for some of you, your throat chakra, you need to use more of your throat chakra. You need to speak up. That could be another message why my throat gets irritated. So yeah, basically you're headed in a in a new direction where there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of prosperity, you're attracting all the good things to you, and it's like, just, you don't need to carry what other people think of you, or you know, their beliefs, or what they try to do to you or say to you, or whatever those things may be. Okay, just take this as a time of rebirth, okay, of nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Okay, and for some of you, I feel like you didn't have a good relationship with your mother. I don't know why I'm getting that, and if that's the case, remember to mother your own inner child, because I always say that once you are adults, right, the inner child becomes our responsibility to take care of. And you know, in my readings and even in my healing work, I do work where I help people connect with their inner child. And if you're wondering how you can do that, is by placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and really tuning within and checking out with your inner child. How does your inner child feel right now? And then really taking a few deep breaths and going inwards and seeing how you feel. Now, for everyone is different. Like if you've never done inner child healing work, you may find that your inner child doesn't want to connect with you, or your inner child is upset, or your inner child is anxious, or even your inner child can give you the message that I don't want to speak to you. So just have patience for yourself and really tune in and keep sending your inner child love, right? And journaling will help you connect with your inner child as well. But inner child healing is so important, okay? And I'm all about connecting with your inner child, because we see a lot of wounded people, and because they never healed their inner child, they're really acting out of from their inner wounds, and you know, from that space of unhealed trauma that comes from, you know, their childhood. So I'm feeling very positive with this. You know, we have so many cards, you know, about prosperity, new beginnings, birth of a child, you rooting, you know, you're finding your own stability, right? And what I'm getting, what Spirit is telling me, is you're building your roots. You're making your roots stronger with everything that you're doing for yourself. You may feel like you're not going anywhere, but actually you're making your foundation so much stronger now. And you know, the more stronger your foundation is, the less anyone can come and create a storm in your life. Because if you are strong within yourself, if you are spiritually strong, then people can try to push your buttons, people can try to play their tactics and tricks, but you know, none of it is going to shake you, because you're so rooted in yourself, because you love yourself, you honor yourself, you're taking care of your inner child, you're shining bright, right? So you got all this beautiful energy coming through. I'm really excited. I hope this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.